Alright, hey everybody, welcome to B-Day, another Saturday here on 7 People. Stay tuned for what's to come. Alright, hey y'all, I gotta address a few things, so this may take me a while, but the first thing I want to talk about is the fact that so many people or our channel is making changes because people are leaving. First it was Never Give Up, and then we lost Drake, and now possibly Ivan, and then who else knows who else is going to leave. In a perfect world, our channel would stay the same, but I know people are busy because I have been busy a lot lately, but still I try to make time out for this channel and my own. But I can understand that they have other things happening in their life besides YouTube. But it's just sad to see them go because we probably going to end up having to hold auditions for other people if things keep going up like they are. But anyway, I picked a theme for this week, and it was to talk about, first, if you can find a magical object, what would it be? And my magical object was my stud in my ear because I already made this video, but I just changed it to fill y'all in on the latest news I just talked about. But my magical object would be the stud in my ear, and it will let me transport back to my graduation night. On my graduation night, I didn't go out and have fun with my cousins like I probably should have, because a lot of them were doing stuff that I just didn't do. But I should have stepped out of my comfort zone just a little bit so I could have had a more memorable night. I went to a little get-together my cousin threw for me. It was only about 15 people there, and she got me cake, ice cream, balloons, and all the works and stuff. But a few of my other cousins went, hung out, went to the club, rode around, hanging out for SUVs, and hanging on top of old Model Caprices and stuff, and, screaming old 5 and all the other stuff. Stuff that some of it's fun, some of it's dangerous, but I wish that I would have went out with them some and just experienced a little more that night. And that's why I want to relive that night over again. Because the whole point of going back, going back is just to go relive that day again. Like, I think some people were saying that they didn't want to go back and relive certain moments in their life because they didn't want to change something about themselves, and change the whole present day. That's not really what this question was about. It was just to get the chance to go and experience. The theme was to get a chance to go back and experience the event again, not to necessarily change the events that set who you are right now in motion. You can go back. You'll be the only one aware of what's happening, and you really can't intervene with anything. You just sit back and enjoy the day. Like if you know somebody's going to die, the only thing you can do is enjoy the time that you have with them. You can't stop them from dying, if y'all understand what I'm saying. Because the second night I will relive, or the second day I will relive, is the day that I talked to my best friend, the last one I talked about in the last video, I think. And I was saying that I talked to her one night, January 15, 2006. I told her, I was like, where are you? And I found out she was in the hospital. I said, okay, dang, I thought you had died or something like that, because I hadn't talked to her in 2 or 3 days before that. And she was like, nah, boy, I ain't dead. Ain't nothing wrong with me. What? I'm not dead. And then we laughed and talked a little bit. Then I got off the phone with her. And then I didn't talk to her on that Saturday because the 15th was that Friday. So the 16th, I didn't talk to her. The 17th, somebody called me and let me know that she had died. So if I can go back and relive one more thing, I will go back to that night and talk to her on the phone on the 15th. Tell her how much she meant to me. Tell her how much her friendship meant to me and how much she encouraged me to keep going with nursing school and gave me just the motivation even when I just didn't feel like going on. And I would just let her know how much I appreciate her. I couldn't stop her from passing away, so I would just enjoy the time and just change a little by just letting her know how much she meant to me. And the third day that I would relive if I could would be the day that I got fired from my job. Because if y'all go back and watch my video on my page of how I got fired, I took my camera to work like I started doing right around the time I got fired. And when I got into it with the lady at work, she was fussing and everything. I mean, she went and called the administration on me and everything else. And everything she was saying was a lie. I had my camera with me to catch everything she was doing on film, on recording it, but it ran out of batteries. So I couldn't prove that what she was saying wasn't true, you know, or was true. I couldn't prove anything. But if I would have if I can go back in time, and if I was using these rechargeable Duracell batteries or Energizer batteries, either one like I'm doing now, I would have went back in time, put those in my camera, or relived that day and went to the store and bought them and did that. And I would have recorded her on tape, lying and fussing at me like she said I was doing to her. And I would relive that day over again, but then I'd be kind of contradicting what I just said, because if I did that, I would have still had a job, because I wouldn't have got fired, because I would have proved that she was lying just by pressing play on my Samsung camera. But anyway, that's a whole bunch of mess. Y'all go back and watch my video on how I got fired. I'll post the link in description of this so y'all can, so I can better go into detail. But anyway, I gotta wrap this up because I don't want to talk too long. So let's get into the challenge of this week that I made, which is prepare my favorite snack, or prepare your favorite snack. In the video, I have a stain in my shirt, but it's from washing my hands. I got some water on my shirt. So for all y'all nasty people out there that might think this stain is something else, it's not. And it's not food. Because I might be a messy eater, but I don't drop it on my shirt like that. That's my Kanai shirt. One of my favorite shirts. But anyway, check the video out and let me know what y'all think. I'm getting my Rachel Ray on in this video. So I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. It's been great being here with y'all. This is on a side note. Some people had some lame snacks. I wanted y'all to kind of do something a little interesting. Now, some people may be boring eaters out there, but I thought y'all could at least make something that wasn't so typical. But anyway, let me get into assembling all this stuff. Now, I'm not Rachel Ray, so I don't have my own cameraman, so it's going to be kind of hard. Cameraman. So it's going to be kind of hard for me to try to do this, but let me try. Take your sandwich meat and rip it up. You can either cut it or just tear with your hands. And me being lazy, I'm going to tear with my hands. Take your imitation crab meat and nice big chunk, tear it into the bowl too. Take your croutons and pour them, pour them in. I don't know why I said blow them in here. Pour them into the bowl. Take your black pepper and open up the side that says sift. Don't pour it in there, but open the side that says sift and sprinkle it on to the mixture. And last but not least, top everything off with some ranch dressing. And there you have it. I guess you can basically call it a salad without the lettuce in it. Stir everything up. Stir everything up, and now that it's finished, you can enjoy. Get you a piece of lunch meat, crab meat, and a crouton, and eat it.